So, hello students, we are studying plant growth regulators. Last time we have studied about the argens, gibberellins and cytokinins. Today we are going to study another plant growth regulator, that is ethylene. That is ethylene. It is also called as the ripening hormone, and it is a gaseous plant growth regulator. It is a gaseous plant growth regulator. So, before starting discovery, how it was discovered, we have to study that cousins cousins observed that some volatile substances releasing from the orange ripened the banana. So he observed that some volatile substances volatile substances released from the orange Heston are accelerates accelerates ripening of stored or ripening of unripe banana. Later, this volatile substance was named as ethylene. Later, this volatile substance was named as ethylene. Named as the ethylene. It was also observed in Germany. State light is that the having the street light. That street light also helped in the ripening. So now there's a discovery was very short. Now its location in the plant body where it is found in the plant body. So we have to write its the occurrence or its location or site of synthesis. Site of synthesis. Site of synthesis means where it is synthesized in plant body. So in large amount it is synthesized where its synthesis takes place. So synthesis takes place where mainly ripening takes place, abscission takes place, and adolescence, ripening, and one more term is used, that synthesis. These are the three places where its synthesis takes place. So it is in large amount. It is at synthesized at the site of at the site of synthesis at the site of ripening of fruits. Site of ripening of, and third, at the site of obsession. So three main sites where they are sensitized. One is at the site of synthesis. Synthesis means where aging, takes place, means yellowing of leaves takes place, and synthesis after death is the last stage of the plant. So at where synthesis takes place, where its synthesis takes place, another ripening of the fruit. It this is the hormone which also help in the ripening, and where ripening of the fruit takes place. This is also site for the synthesis. And next one, the at the site of abscission. Abscission means falling of the leaves, falling of the fruits, falling of the flowers. Abscission means falling, where leaves falling takes place, and means where abscission takes place. You know that the how abscission takes place, and abscission layer formation takes place, and that leads to the abscission. So these are the three main sites where its synthesis takes place. Now, function. What functions? What is there? The functions. What are the functions of we have to write at the functions as it influences it it influences number one, that is uh, horizontal growth of seedling, includes horizontal growth of seedling. Number one is lesson to swelling of axis and apical hook formation. So ethylene infuses, we can write here first, infuses horizontal growth of seedling. You have seen in case of the seedling that having the seeds, and from a seedling it moves in such a way. It moves in a such a way that is called as the horizontal growth of seedling. Next one, the swelling of axis and apical hook formation. It is observed in dicots. It is observed in dicots. Dicots, what is influenced by this ethylene? One is horizontal growth of seedling. Next one, swelling of axis, and number third is apical hook formation. Swelling. That is, oh, spelling little correct. Swelling up. So this is first function. Now next we have to write. We can use this pen. This was the first function. Second function we have to see. It promotes it promotes synthesis and obsession of plant and obsession of plants. So it promotes synthesis and obsession of plants. So now plants, especially leaves and flowers. Its main function, it synthesis and obsession of plant, especially leaves and flowers. Its effects may be seen in the mainly in the leaves and the flower in relation to the obsession. Now, third, we have to write third function. So, in relation to third, it affects on fruit. It affects on fruit ripening. It is very important feature, very common feature. It's Effects on means it accelerates the fruit ripening or ripening of the fruit. Now next function we have to write third. Number fourth function we have to see number fourth. Very important feature this fourth. It enhances or it increases the rate of respiration. It increases the rate of respiration. It increases the rate of respiration during ripening of fruits. During ripening of the fruit, it increases the rate of respiration. So this rise in the rate of respiration. So this rise in the rate of respiration during ripening is called as climatic effect, as climactic, CLIMACTIC, climatic effect of, or the climatic effect. So this is very important feature. So climatic effect are respiratory climatics, as respiratory climactics. So it increases the rate of respiration. Suppose there are a huge amount of mangoes are kept. A huge amount of mangoes are kept here. Suppose one mango starts ripening, then it produces a large amount of the ethylene, then more and then more they producing ethylene, and also they increases the rate of respiration. You know the tissues are there, these respire. So by respiring they producing the heat also producing, and if it is kept in a closed container or cold bags, ultimately they may start decaying, because more and more heat will be produced. So rate of respiration increases, and you know that by rate of respiration increases, there is also increase in the temperature, or the heat also increases. So increase in the rate of respiration during the ripening of the fruit. This feature is there. This rise in the rate of the respiration during ripening of the fruit is called as the respiratory climatics. So next feature we have to see. So dormancy, it breaks seed dormancy in peanut and bud dormancy and we can write here and bud dormancy in potato tuber, in potato tuberous. It breaks seed dormancy in peanut and bud dormancy in potato tubers. And the dormancy, they do not germinate. Suppose this is potato tuber. One potato tuber is there, one potato tuber, and this potato tuber having large number of eyes. Eyes are there, and these eyes having the buds. These are dormant, and farmers when want to grow the potato, they can use the ethylene, and by the ethylene they sprout, buds sprouts well. So it is used for breaking up the seed dormancy as well as bud dormancy. Now next feature we have to see next feature, that uh, it, this is the fourth and fifth. Now we have to write the sixth. Now we have to see the sixth point, that it increases or it accelerates the growth of so it promotes the growth of internodes in rice plant. It grows of internodes and petioles and petioles in submerged rice plants. So what happens, suppose this is plant is there, suppose this is plant, and no, in this way this is plants, rice plant, and rice plant having the nodes and internodes are there. Suppose up to this region it is up to this region it is the dipped in the water, then what will happen? There will increase into internodes, increase into internodes. So this portion comes above the water. This portion comes above the water and leaves due to increase into the petioles, leaves also increase in the size. So in this way, it promotes the growth of internodes and petioles in submerged rice plant, are the part of the plant which is in the water. Suppose this region is inside the water, distance region is in the water, then this region internodes will increase and keep this region above the surface of the water. So in this way, it promotes the growth of internodes and the petioles in submerged rice plants. Now next only, it promotes the growth of it. Seventh question, and we can write it. Promote the seventh. It promotes the growth of roots, root and root hairs. It promotes the growth of root and root hairs. Now next point, we have to see the point number. It is used to, this is very important feature, it is used to synchronize, it is used to initiate flowering, and synchronized fruit setting in synchronized fruit setting in pineapple. It is used to synchronized to initiate flowering, and synchronized means not one by one, but all the process take place simultaneously. Means they produce the flowers, and after flowers that producing the fruit simultaneously. So next function, where the more functions are there. So it induce flowering in mango. It also induce number point 9. It induce flowering in mango. It induce flowering in mango. Now next important feature is there. Ethiphone. That is the very important thing is there. That is a liquid that is ethiphone. Is a source of ethylene. This is the source of ethylene, and it is an aqueous solution. So ethiphone is an aqueous solution which releases releases ethylene slowly. The it slowly and hastens the ripening of hastens the ripening of tomato, etc. And next function is there. It produces the female flowers. It produces female flowers in cucumber, and that is why it produces more and more cucumber fruits. So that is ethifone is an aqueous solution. Mainly it is a gaseous hormone. Ethylene is the gaseous hormone, and this is the ethifone. It is a aqueous solution which slowly releases ethylene, and it is used for the ripening of the fruits. It is used for ripening of the fruit. Suppose some shopkeepers, they purchased a huge amount of the unripe mangoes, so they use this ethifone to spray on the mango, and slowly they are ripening and they are selling into the market. So that's part. Thank you.